Hi guys, Tim in Virginia here. So we have our first RV issue. Oh boy. Hopefully it's nothing serious. The slide is having a hard time going in and out. It seems like the motor just struggles. It stops as it's trying to go in and out. And I think I'm going to have to call the service technician. So guys, this is the problem. The right side of the slide stops and the left side keeps going. There's nothing binding it. I moved the curtain that was there, just put it on the other side, but it's all clear, nothing in the way on either side. So we've had some trouble with this before. Almost from day one, I noticed the slide, basically one side would land before the other, probably by about 1.5 seconds. But as long as you held the button, the slide in and out button, the one motor would eventually catch up. As one landed, the other one would keep going. But it seems to have progressively gotten worse. And on our last camping trip, if you saw the video, and we went to Medina River Winery, we had a little challenge trying to get the slide closed to where I actually had to push on the right side, basically the side towards the bed. I had to push on the outside a little bit to get it to close. But that's not the way it's supposed to be. So I called the Lippert service, and they're heading on out to see if they can help me understand and fix what's going on. Okay, so as you can see now, the slide's all the way out, and the technician came and fixed the problem. Here's what he did. So for those of you like myself that has a Grand Design, this is a XLS 22MLE, and our control panel looks like this. This is a 2022 model. And basically, you push the slide out button to go out and the slide out button to come in, right? Well, there's another control panel. There's a lipid control panel. And if you didn't know, it is underneath that seat, which is also where the water pump is. So I'm going to show you what that looks like and what he actually did. So if you lift up your seat covers and cushions, you've got this panel down here on the bottom with 3 screws. So we take those out, and when you lift it up, ta-da, underneath there you have not only your water pump, but you also have this little control panel down here, and that's the control panel, the Lippert control panel for the slide out device. This is the control panel you got to get to reset or retrain it. Now other folks have videos out there that'll go into probably greater detail than I will here, but basically you got to get to this control panel. First of all, make sure all the wires are hooked up and tight. Just check them, make sure they're plugged in real good. And inside this square hole here, just to the right side, you'll probably need a pen, and you push on that little button 6 times rapidly, and then hold it on the 7th. And the little light will start to flash over here, red and green, real fast. While that's doing that, you are going to now slide the slide in and out, or out and in, depending on what position you're starting at. And basically, you're going to retrain where the starting point is and where the stopping point is. So basically all you do now, you have about 2 minutes to do this while it's in training mode, is you bring the slide all the way in, as far as it'll go, and I'll bring it in. And you want to make sure that nothing's in the way, you're not getting bound up with anything. And then you're going to hold that button. It's 3 to 5 seconds after it lands. And what that does is it brings it in all the way super tight on both sides, and it'll adjust the motors to the point that it's now in the correct position. Now that the slide is all the way in, you're going to do the same exact thing and go all the way back out. Once it lands all the way back out, continue to hold that button for 3 to 5 seconds after it goes all the way up. Still holding it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that fixed the problem. So operator error can cause this problem. In other words, when you are bringing your slide in and out with the button, once it lands, you need to continue to hold that button for 3 to 5 seconds after it lands, either in or out. If you're not doing that, you may be the cause of why one side gets out of sync with the other side. Another thing the technician told me that could be the cause of this is never stop moving the slide until it is completely out or completely in. Don't go halfway and then stop and go do something else or answer your phone. You need to complete it all the way in or all the way out in one motion. So only time will tell if I was the cause of this issue or it was actually just something that it came from the factory like that out of sync, or it got out of sync for whatever reason and no one will ever know. So guys, I wanted to end on a positive note. I didn't want you to think that this is a bad product because the slide doesn't work. Gosh, their RV is only 3 months new and they're already having problems. Based on what the technician told me, this is a very common problem. They're common parts, the motor and the control panel, are the same ones that are in most all Grand A design RVs and many other brands, makes and models. Same parts, nothing broke. I kind of see it as like rebooting your computer, because basically it's a control board that controls multiple motors, and all it really was is they got out of sync. One motor was going further or stopping before the other. This is a very common issue according to the technician, and if you haven't had this problem yet, you're likely to have it in the future, or even if you've had it, he said most people have this issue multiple times through their period of owning the trailer. So this is how you resync it, and hopefully it saves you some time out there. And by the way, if you didn't know, inside this area is your winterization hose, and this is the hose you would put inside your gallon jug of antifreeze, and then this is the valve you would turn towards it. You turn it towards it so it would fill from here into your motor and fill the lines within the camper. So from Tim in Virginia here, that was our first RV issue. I'm glad the outcome was easy and a quick, simple fix. We're going to finish up our winterization and put it in the storage for the next 4 to 6 weeks. And then it should be time to get back out there. So we'll see you out there soon. Be safe. Bye-bye.